Ladies and gents, everyone else in between, welcome back to Ryan Reynolds. Okay, so let's carry on from where we left off. It's been like a week, so I need to recalibrate myself. But what I was noticing when I was just testing my recording earlier, like, you can sit really far away from the Firelink bonfire. A little detail that I never noticed before. It's kind of cool though, because you sit on the little steps here. And it actually reminds me of my mum's back garden at home. She has like a little fire pit like this that sometimes me and my family will sit round, gather round, and it's really nice actually. But anyway, enough babbling. What was I gonna do? Do I have humanity? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna make myself human. It's not necessary, it's not really advised, and it's actually advised that you kind of hold on to your humanity because A, it's an emergency heal, B, it can be used for certain quests, and especially if you're a new player, you're probably going to die a lot anyway, so you'll be becoming hollow quite often. But for me, because we're playing online, I kind of want the opportunity to be reverse hollowing. I want the opportunity to be invaded, actually. I think that could be quite fun if it happens. Like, because it's an old game, like, the people that are going to be playing these days are probably going to be over-leveled, and they're probably going to be, like, invading early stages of the game in order to crush noobs like me, but we don't mind. And also, I actually get to look like Ryan Reynolds now, so every cloud. Here we go. So I remember now, we got our Zweihander leveled up. Now, I know that guy throws bombs from up there, so we've got to be careful. In fact, let's take care of them first, please. And there's the old axe dude. Always does the jump attack, yeah. Scripted like a motherfucker. Okay. I'm not going to take full damage. Let's be economical about this. Haha, fool. So yes, we got a big old Zweihander, which they give to you like right at the beginning of the game. I forgot, do I jump with left stick? I do. Because I would have run towards this, pressed circle twice, and then died, embarrassingly. Yeah, we got the Zweihander. I kept leveling up my strength, thinking that I needed more strength to two-hand it, but in actual fact, I just didn't level up my dex to level 10, which is what you need to equip this weapon. So don't be like me, please, when you're making these life decisions. Okay, so very. That was like a cat jumping at me from around the corner. Okay. So yeah, it's good to be playing again. I'm on a 4-day weekend. It's Friday today. I'll probably upload this straight away, I think. It's not like the old days where I'll record something and then be uploading a series of videos over a period of months. That's locked, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'll upload this straight away, so it's current. But yeah, I've got a long weekend. I've booked today off work, and then we have in the UK, we've got Monday off. It's the spring bank holiday. I think it's like we get 2 days off in May. It's actually quite good. We get the first Monday off in May and the last Monday off in May. It's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling very, very chill, very zen. I didn't wake up long ago, so I thought, why not? Why not start the day off right and play some Dark Souls with you guys? Now, I think in this game you can hit the walls. Yes, so that is a problem. Thankfully, they kind of got rid of that in Elden Ring. Where even if you're using a big old colossal weapon like this... Nice try. The old hollow flail. Good to see it's still going strong. Even if you have a big weapon like this, you can swing it in corridors in games like Elden Ring, but not in this one. So, but thankfully we've got the good old R2 pancake, the signature attack of this weapon, and of course made famous by giant dad. It'll be interesting to see if we get invaded. Also, is that actually an enemy down there? No, it's just rubble. This is... down here is actually a place that we'll go to later. There is a skip you can do. You can jump down there now if you want to skip a good portion of the game. There is an advantage to doing so. Ooh, hello. Yeah, you get to fight a boss earlier on, and then of course you get access to goodies. Oopsies. First hit, how dare you. We made it all the way here. Then one of these basic bitches bonks me. I do love a good bonking. Sorry, right. Hello, buddy. Of course, here we go with the naked people yet again. Whatever. Right. Humanity, always good. I was going to say again about humanity. I think... I can't actually remember because I never actually paid it too much attention to this mechanic, but I think if you hold more humanity, you have more item discovery, but I don't know if you do more damage. Something else happens. You get more item discovery. I think you need 10 humanity to get like the maximum benefit from that. I think you do. Maybe all the way up to 30 humanity. They call it soft humanity, I think. Like in the top left, you see it's 0 at the moment, but if you get enough humanity, that ticks up. Okay, of course. The noob trap. You wouldn't believe, like many players probably, but when you first play this game, you try to make this jump, you take off all your clothes. Not because it's getting hot, but because... taking off your clothes lets you jump further, but you cannot make that jump. You have to go to the roof instead. Ow! 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 Right in the head! It even made the little, like, thump sound. Okay. We can open that door as well soon. We actually need some souls, because there is a shopkeeper down there. This is the bonfire I was going to get to in my last episode, but in my better judgment I decided not to because the video had been going on for quite a while up until that point, so I decided not to. So usually this is like a hot spot for getting invaded, because people who basically have nothing better to do with their lives, they'll... oh my god, where the hell did you come from? A different dimension. Alright, okay. Some people have nothing better to do with their lives, so they're like Smurfs, and they invade you here to try and kill new people just starting out in the game. In a way, it's kind of like an initiation. I get the feeling that, in a sadistic way, it's what Miyazaki intended. It's what he wanted. As if the game isn't hard enough for new players, it's like, okay, yeah, let's make it so that anyone can invade you here and destroy you. And steal your humanity in the process. Right, here we go. Yes. This makes me think of one of the first encounters you have in Bloodborne. And here is our shopkeeper that I mentioned. I remember his voice. He's like, oh, hello. Oh. Is it like that? Yeah,
have your wits about you.
It's a bit more whiny. There you go.
Customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
So, if you're a dex build, if you're doing a dex build, you might want to first of all buy all the shit that you need from this guy and then kill him, because he drops one of the best dex weapons in the game, which is the Uchigatana. In fact, I think it's the only way to get it. I don't think you can get it anywhere else in the game. And there's another bit of lore for this dude. If you kill him, he'll start talking about someone called Yulia. And people have speculated, is Yulia his sword, his Uchigatana, or is it the thing that he's... invisible thing that he's stroking here? Like... You see, I don't think he's stroking anyone. Then again, he is, isn't he? It's a very purposeful, it's very intentional animation that they've done here. So maybe he thinks, because he's a little bit crazy, he's on his own, he thinks that there's an invisible friend. Or Yulia was someone that died. Maybe. Huh, who knows? Anyways, I'm not going to kill him in my playthrough.
A horrible goat demon has moved in below.
Goat demon.
And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
And of course, the good old classic Dark Souls, every NPC has a weird laugh after they talk. It reminds you of like stuff like One Piece. Any more dialogue?
Here, I'm not here to chit chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all.
Nothing at all. So, let me have a look. I mean, this is a key item. I might as well get this. Like, we're not going to use these. Oh no, write messages. I might use that. We're not going to use this, but I probably want it eventually because I like unique items. Residence key. I mean, it's a standard thing that you buy. Repair box. Yeah, we need these things too. Hang on. Also, if you're going for like, I think most people who are doing speedruns go for the Reinforced Club. Or people doing like Soul Level 1 playthroughs go for the Reinforced Club because it has inbuilt bleed. He also sells arrows, so if you're going to go for the Drake's Tail early on, you'll want those. Armor as well. I mean, it's a waste of money for me at this stage, so I think I will leave that. But do you know what? We'll get this. We're already quite strong because we've got...
Thank you kindly.
because we've got our Zweihander going for us. Do I have any more souls that I can pop? I do have some. Because if we can get the repair box out of the way now, it would be nice. Just so I don't have to think about it again. But weapon durability, it was like 3k, wasn't it? Weapon durability in this game isn't really much of a thing that you need to concern yourself with. But I still want it. Okay, I mean, I'll probably get the souls just going through this area here, so I might just get it out of the way. But the dried fingers as well, I'll want to get eventually, even though I'll never use them. Oopsies. Ow. So the good old thing about this weapon, that was very dumb. The big old sweepy attacks that can just take out multiple enemies in one hit. And even if it doesn't take them out, most enemies will get staggered. So that's why I love it so much. Now, remember I mentioned that skip that you could do to get down to the lower Undead Burg? Well, this is one... I think it's one of two places that you can do it, but this is the one I know about. So basically you jump onto this little balcony beneath me, and then you do a running jump from that balcony, and then you can jump all the way down to the bottom, and you will not die. So you can take the plunge and you won't die. And then this is how you actually do this little jump here as well. You wouldn't believe how many times I've actually just missed it completely and then had to run all the way back. So let's do this properly. Don't go down here yet, because there are items to grab, or an item. I think this is crossbow. Yeah. I feel like there's more though. Isn't there more in here? Is it literally just for that crossbow? Oh, the disappointment. I'm just trying to make sure because I do not want to have to come back over here again. Oh, you fool. You fool. There we go. And I was thinking, oh my god, I completely forgot about you guys. I just waltzed through as if nothing's going on. Extra souls though, don't mind if I do. How many? I've actually got 11. There we go. We'll take one of those. Remember, you can always use, I was going to say hollowing. You can always use humanity to kindle bonfires as well, up to +10, if you want to have more Estus Flask available to you. So here's that residence key. I think this was the residence key. Maybe not, actually. Anyways, it's something that we're never going to use. But regardless, we're going to pick up every single item that we can possibly imagine. So, right. Okay. Oh, I was going to talk about my because it's actually it's despite the fact that I've got a 4-day weekend, it's quite a miserable day here. Oopsies. It's quite a miserable day in the UK, but at the moment my brother, to be fair, it was his birthday yesterday, my eldest brother. I'm the youngest of 3 brothers, if you're interested in any way, shape or form, but he's actually in Portugal at the moment. He's in Portugal. So, I mean, for anyone watching who lives in Portugal, then, you know, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? I just live here. But for us, because he was sending pictures, he's on the beach, he's in the sunshine, he's having oysters. He was having, I mean, I don't like oysters, but he's having oysters on the beach. Although I'm sure there was other seafood available, which I do love seafood, just not oysters. I had oysters once. And it was not a pleasant experience. Because, of course, what you're supposed to do, like a boss, is swallow the whole thing in one go. You don't chew it. You don't... So, not only do they not taste very nice because they just taste like seawater, you basically have this slippery, slimy mollusk that's quite big going down your throat in one gulp. And it's not a very nice experience. Like, this is obviously my opinion, but I feel as though a lot of people are going to be on the same page when it comes to oysters. And, yeah, they're just not it for me, I'm afraid. Apologies to anyone who does love a good oyster. Do you know, I've never even realised you can get onto this. There's not much point, but it's cool. Hello, guys. What are we doing here? Right, so you're going to do your thing. So these guys are all bomb throwers, as you can see. Ugh. In fact, they tend to make life incredibly difficult when you're running across that bridge down there. There we go. Right, this is a soul item. I remember this. Sorry, I'm just studying the environment. So we can actually get to that balcony in a second. Those are the stairs down into the lower Undead Burg. There's a little bonfire there. There's actually some doggies that try to kill you. But I was just thinking, like, could you jump onto these roofs here? And I do not think you can. Right, hang on. So I'm going to heal, just in case. And hopefully somebody will be nice and they'll kindle their bonfire in their world and give me an extra Estus flask. Sorry, for some reason I'm enthralled at the moment. I'm enthralled about the environment. So that's the Drake Bridge. Because I kind of glossed over it, but there was a big old red drake that flew down, and eventually it goes up onto this bridge, and it sits on that turret over there and fires fire at you constantly. And up there above my head is a little, that's the shrine of, Praise the Sun. What's it called? The Covenant. I actually don't know what the Covenant is called. Is it just called Praise the Sun? Hang on. Praise the Sun. Yeah, but what's it called? The Sunlight Covenant. I think it's just called the Sunlight Covenant. Here's Residence Key. So, not really useful for me, but definitely for like speedrunners or people who want to get an early advantage. You get some gold pine resin here, which is, it's actually quite a good damage buff. We'll actually drop down here too, because I know there's a guy that snipes you from the roof up there to my left. But first, let's take out the trash. Just as I thought. Trash. There we go. Was that a Titanite shard? If so, not bad. Also, you were not aiming down, sir. I don't know what kind of physics you're working with, but it's not what... It's not what passes for physics in my world. So yeah, my brother is in Portugal having oysters, and I was incredibly jealous. Yeah, he's with his girlfriend. Again, you will not be interested in any way, shape or form, but they've just moved in together as well. Ah! Good thrust, old boy. Ah, that reminds me, we need to go down here. Look, you can get onto this... Oh my god. Perfect timing. I love it. I was going to say, oh, you can get onto this thing. And, of course, I kind of got onto it before I plummeted to my doom. Well, look, I'm not angry about losing my humanity in that way because I died to gravity by accident. If I died to a hollow... hang on, reverse hollowing. Because, yeah, I want to be human. If I died to a hollow... I'd be extremely embarrassed. In fact, I wouldn't just end the video, I'd carry on, but I'd show you me uninstalling the game, and then I would end the video. Okay. No, let me just get my positioning, because I know another dude comes through the door. Hang on. Ah! Nice try. So, yes. That reminds me, actually. Well, this is one way of backtracking. We need to go get the repair box from Dude. And we get some extra souls farming on the way. Everything adds up. Now, I remember there's a guy that jumps up the stairs here. Like a boss. Right. I should probably be bonfire head. To be fair, the messaging system in this game was kind of very limited compared to its... you certainly won't be finding any like finger buttholes in this game. But if you don't understand what that means, then I'll just leave it to your imaginations. Oopsies. You guys are annoying, aren't you? Okay. We both whiffed. I accept. The problem at the moment is my stamina. I can only swing my thing twice. That's the problem. That's the main problem about having this weapon at this stage in the game. You can only swing it a couple of times. But we'll make do. Okay. So I'm going to kill you, just I do not want to be disturbed while I'm shopping. There we go.
Ow.
Reminds me, who else gets annoyed when they're shopping? Anyone who has to do their own shopping like me. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't pick up my souls. Where did I even die? Oh my god, I died at the barrel, dude. Here we go. Right, I'm gonna get my souls, I'm gonna run back. But anyway, shopping. Like, on the whole, it's a fine it's a good experience. I actually enjoy shopping. I never used to as a kid, oh my god. Like, whoever used to go shopping with their parents, and it felt like... I think of, like, the hyperbolic time chamber in, is that what it was called in Dragon Ball? Kind of like the opposite of that. You you feel like you've spent... Oh my god, you are keen. What are we doing here? What are we doing, buddy? Okay. What feels like 5 hours in the outside world is actually like 5 minutes. Wait, that is right, isn't it? That is right. Time dilution. Dilation, that's it. When you used to go shopping with your parents, like, and it would feel like hours and hours and hours, and you just want to go home and you want to be with your friends, or you want to play in your game. And it was an excruciating experience. Anyway, let's not go near that ledge again. Let's not do that. And let me go and get the bottomless... No, not bottomless box. Repair box. Where is down here? This is the way to go, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm confused because I never usually backtrack through this area. Right. So yes, I feel like I've spoken about several different topics in a very short space of time, and I cannot... I usually do this. I can't pick up my train of thought again, so I will just carry on until I think of something else, or we come across something else in the video game that is worth talking about. Excuse me. So that's you done. Do you know what? While I'm here, guys, I'm sorry. Just so it's out of the way. Dried fingers. I think the only time I've used dry fingers in any of the Souls games was in Dark Souls 3. And that was when... It was when I was trying to get Platinum, I think. Or I may have just been having fun, but I was in the Farron Woods, and it basically lets more people invade your world. And I was trying to get... that's it, I was trying to farm Covenant items to get platinum. And that's like the only time I've ever used it. I mean, again, I guess you either need like an express purpose to use it, or you... I don't think you can sneak up on this guy. I really don't think you can. You totally can, but I fucked it. Ah! Right, we do have to be careful with this dude. He will stab me in the back very, very easily. Hang on. So, Black Knight. We already faced one, and we were a lot weaker then because we... Oh my god, I thought he hit me. We didn't have this weapon to begin with. Now, probably the best way is still to parry them. Or do this. Ha! Thwack. And then I can end you. Giant dad style. Yes. Oops. I didn't see what I got. I think I got his sword, actually. Hang on. Yes, I did. Sorry, it's right there. So, what do you need for this? No, I don't want to equip it. 18 dex. That is a steep asking price. But it's a pretty good weapon. It's not a colossal sword like this. Sorry, someone... I shouldn't be looking at my phone while I'm recording, but it blinked in my eyes, and I had to look. What was I saying? Completely forgot. Completely forgot. Oh, the sword. I might as well equip this while I'm here. Hang on. So it's not a colossal weapon, it's a great sword, which means that it's still quite clunky and slow, but for a great sword, it actually swings like... Right, let's not go down there this time. It swings quite quick for a greatsword, is what I was going to say. So it's not bad at all, actually. Also, I was going to mention while I was down there. So I remember watching a lore video, because this is actually the tower where Havel is in prison, or was in prison before I killed him. And you'll see there's a way into the tower down there, into like the basement. And people have theorized that Havel was sent into the tower, and then that bridge was broken, and then he was basically trapped in there. Because the other way is this door, which you need a key for. But when you come to think about it, he had a giant weapon. He literally could have just broken the door down. But anyways, let's not get caught too much in our imaginations. Okay, so we're getting near to our next boss, actually, and I remember this. So for my first several playthroughs, I did not know that little crystal lizard existed in that barrel. Now, next boss, Taurus Demon. Okay, so he's up there on that turret. I could probably fight him just normally over on his side of the bridge, but we might as well do things properly. So the best thing to do is to come and take out these guys. Otherwise, of course, they will make the experience more difficult for us. Another thing you can do is aggro the Taurus Demon. Hang on, I forgot I can do this. And then you climb up this ladder again, and you can do a plungy attack, sort of in the style of the... What's it called? Stray Demon in the Asylum. Here he is. So you can bait plungy attacks too. Oopsies, I was a bit slow. I was a bit soon there, but we avoided. Thankfully, this dude is just doing the same attack over and over. We can... Ooh! I got hit by the AoE. So it looks like 2 normal attacks is enough to stagger this dude, which is good. And also, it's very much... what's it called? Ooh, got me then. It's very much kind of Ganon, Ocarina of Time style, because you can walk through his legs quite casually as he's attacking, just to avoid his attacks. There we go. Oh, I didn't walk through his legs, but you see what I mean. Okay, one more. One more for the road. Ooh. You really have to get your timings right with this dude, don't you? I'm going to heal just to be on the safe side because I don't want to run back. Ugh. There we go. And it's over. There we go. So I think it's possible to actually get his weapon to drop. Let's see if we... So, I think he just drops it on the ground as like a glowy. And it's like a low chance for it to happen. But it's a pretty good weapon if you can get it to get the stars to align. Also, hang on. I think one of these has an item in. Hang on, hang on. Yeah, it's these. I can see the glowy. There we go. It's only a piddly little soul, but every little bit helps. So, this is actually the way down to the lower Undead Burg. This is the Drake Bridge that we were looking down from before. However, down here, ladies and gentlemen, is a man, a myth, a legend. Oh, baby. Like, how many people have encountered this vista, this godly image, this iconic moment in gaming right here. So before I even played Dark Souls, I knew about this guy. And about Praise the Sun and everything. Of course, it's Solaire.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Do you think that's strange? Well, you should. So, of course, I think I mentioned this in my Bloodborne series when I was talking to Alfred, but it's the same voice actor for Alfred in the Bloodborne games. Also, I've never noticed his hilt. It's really cool, actually. It's all rusty.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes, of course.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of
there
course,
it is.
we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So, jolly cooperation, and also it kind of, I think this is where they like plant the seed when it comes to time being convoluted in the Dark Souls universe, world, whatever you want to call it. I mean, at a base level, he's just talking about like multiplayer. So if you leave your little sign on the floor, someone else can summon you, or vice versa. But there are deeper implications. There are other powers at play. Now, can I do this without getting hit? No. So what I suggest, if you get hit by the Drake's fire, do not try to roll out of... don't try to roll straight away, because it basically resets your iframes, and you take double damage. So if you get hit by the fire, just fall over and take it, basically, is what I suggest. But the reason we came here is for the little shortcut. Do you know what? I don't need that one. I don't need to rest there. I'm just thinking how we do this. Like, do I want to go down here first, or do I want to go and get the bonfire over here? I think I want to do this bit first. So, sometimes, like, just walking out there, usually he spits fire, or she. But I think there's a way to get it to jump down. Hang on. Like, if you just run in this wall. I'm not being crazy, I swear. And also, I will kill this beast eventually. Here we go, yes. Run! I might die. Oh gosh, I got trapped on his torso. But anyway, I should respawn at the same bonfire that we just saw. Hang on. Yes. So I'm not going to turn human again just yet. Give me a second. So yeah, we can get the dragon to jump down, and then you can go and get the bonfire. There's a bonfire beneath where it's sat, actually. So, can we bait? Yeah, here we go. This is what usually happens, bait some fire. Also, don't stand too close to the top of these stairs, otherwise you'll still get hit. And also, this is a good early soul farm if you want to, if you're so inclined. But then we should be safe here. And then again, if we run at this wall... Oh my god, look at me. Look at this dude caught in my legs. If we run at this wall, I think it jumps down. It did last time, didn't it? But let's try again. Hang on. What if I attack? Here we go, yeah. Right, let's try and do this without getting hurt, though. There we go. There we go. And it looks like it only did, like, it only did a physical attack instead of the fire, which is what killed me last time. Okay. And then it flies away. Now, it does come back eventually, but you gotta be careful, okay? And then we actually, look, you get to watch it fly away. So this is very much Demon Souls, reusing similar ideas from Demon Souls. It's still going, look. And there it goes. And this is the sunlight altar that I mentioned earlier. This is actually Solaire's Covenant. I think you can only interact with this if you have enough faith. Either that, or you need to wait for Solol? You need to wait for Solaire to appear here before you can interact with it. I'm not sure which one it is, but either way, you need enough faith to interact with that Covenant anyway. I can't remember how much it is. I want to say 20 or 15. Maybe even 10. I don't know. I've got 10, so it's probably like 15 or 20 that you need. This was probably the most annoying thing to do to get platinum in this game, I think, this Covenant. In fact, I'm pretty sure in every game the Sunbro Covenant is like the most annoying one to the most annoying quest or Covenant to max out. Nice try, guys. Don't you know I deflect bullets? So, we don't want to spend too long here because the Drake will come back, but this is the main prize here, Claymore. So if you don't have the Zweihander, or if you can't use it because you don't have the stats, the Claymore is a good alternative. It's a great sword. It's quite good. So, can we open this actually? Yeah. So I'd say it's definitely worth coming to get this bonfire if you can. I'm trying to think if I want to kindle it. Do you know what? I've got 2 liquid humanity. I might as well. Just because we've got we've got a few enemies and then we've got a boss coming up. So if I can do this all in one go, I think I'd be happy. So we have to reverse hollowing to kindle our bonfire. Our bonf. Kindle. Yeah. Also, I think bonfires the concept of bonfires are from Berserk. Because I always remember, at least in the anime, I remember this scene where Guts is talking about... he's talking about his friends. And he's saying that each one is a bonfire. Or at least his comrades. He's saying each comrade is a bonfire, and you go to them for warmth. But he says something like it's never like a permanent thing. He always feels like he just stops there for warmth, and then he feels like he has to move on. And I feel like that's why the concept of it's absolutely like, it's very romantic or like poetic concept, but I love it. And I honestly got goosebumps when I first heard him mention it, because I was, oh my god, that's where Miyazaki got the idea for bonfires. Okay, so enough rambling. So the Drake will come back. Like I said, you've got to be careful. Nice try, nice try. But I want to go down here because there are some bits to get. So this is where you usually come to avoid the Drake. But also... What are you doing, buddy? Are you coming or going? Should I stay or should I go? Oops, I thought I'd avoid that. The other thing is... Hang on. This guy's always annoying. Ooh. Do you know what? Now I'm not so angry about having to spend some... Ah! Oh my gosh. I'm not so... that's kind of like a Roberto moment. I'm not so mad about having to spend some humanity to kindle, because we've already used one flask. I was going to say, when the Drake is still up there, that's when you get your bow and arrow, that's when you can shoot the tail off and you get the Drake sword. Drake sword is fine if you want like an early advantage in the game. Otherwise... Hang on. These guys will poison you in like 2 hits. These are probably like the most dangerous rats in Soulsborne history. These 3 rats. And then the rest, apart from actually in this game, there's some white rats in the depths that can destroy you quite quickly. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the Drake Sword, yeah. So you need Dragon Scales to upgrade it, which you don't usually get early in the game. It has no scaling, so it doesn't scale with your levels. So it's good for like the first few bosses, otherwise I won't be relying on it too much. I prefer a good old solid weapon like this that actually increases in damage as I progress through the game. But it's good to have the option at least. Now, speaking of annoying, there's a Black Knight up here. I'd say one of the more annoying Black Knights in the game. Yep. Because of shenanigans like this. So he's actually using a colossal sword. Hang on. We've got to think about what we're doing here, because this guy can kill us very, very easily. I'm waiting for the backstab opportunity. Huh! But he's being very naughty. There we go. Smack botty. Now, if I do an R2, I'm afraid it might not stagger him. So I'm gonna... Oh, that was good. Ah! Right across the chin. Okay, I'm going to try and stay up here if I can, because fighting him on the stairs is not going to be fun for us. That's very much Havel. That's very Havel of you to do an overhead swing like that. And I want to kill him so I can look at the scenery here. Yeah, look, even a jump attack was enough. There we go. And we get a chunk as well. We didn't get this sword, so... I mean, technically it's more powerful than the Zweihander, but I don't like the R2. It's that big uppercut thingy-majiggy. It's fine, it's just very slow wind-up. But while we're here, we can have a look at where we're going. So we're going to go down there, and then eventually up there, and that's where the first Bell of Awakening is above my head. It is also where our next boss fight is going to be. I'm trying to see... Can we not see the old church where Andre is? Because we've actually been there, haven't we? Hang on. I can just about see Sen's Fortress to the right there, but I can't see the old church. Unless that's it. Do you know what? I think that's it above my head. Down there. We'll see. I always like to check our progress through the world as we're going through. It keeps things interesting. Okay. So, we only got hit but once by that Black Knight, so I cannot complain. I kindled this, didn't I? So it's worth using that. To be honest, the previous bonfire is probably the best one to kindle, just because it's more of a hub. Because you get that shortcut through the ladder. Now, there's a guy to my right. I'm just thinking how I want to tackle the boar. This boar isn't so bad because you can actually backstab it because it's got its little buttocks exposed. So you can give it a good old fashioned thrust in the rear like in Bloodborne with the pigs. So, I don't want to get too close because I don't want to aggro those guys up there. Here comes PEGI. Now, you can bait it into the fire, which is of course like the standard thing to do. But we're just going to do the good old botty trick. That killed it in one hit. There you go. It has a chance to drop its helmet. You can get the boar helmet, so that's the thing. But for newer players, there is another way to deal with it. I'll show you in a second. Remember, this is technically a walkthrough. So if you think I'm just talking and being boring about the game, that's kind of what this video is about. So I don't want to hear any moaning. Okay? I try to keep... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I try to keep things relatively interesting by talking about real life shit. But otherwise, this is technically a walkthrough, so, you know. If I mention things that might seem obvious to some people, is what I'm saying, then I apologise. But, who knows, there could be new players watching this that are looking for some advice. I've definitely had some comments on my videos being like, oh, I wanted to try this game and your video really helped me, thank you. So, that's what it's all about. Anyway, Alluring Skulls. So these are basically like pungent blood cocktails in Bloodborne. They will attract enemies where you throw them, and basically, if you get up here before you fight the boar... Hello. Oh my god. You throw one into the fire down there. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be like a slow motion death for me. You throw an alluring skull into that fire, and the boar will run into the fire and kill itself. So that's basically like... Not only is it like one of the best ways to deal with the boar, but it's actually probably one of the only times in the game that you'll be using alluring skulls. So have fun with it. Now, we need to go down here. I'm going to take a drink, just quickly, while we've got some respite. I was going to say, let's get a look at Ryan Reynolds while I do. There we go. I've still got my weird fucking mushroom helmet thing. I hate this outfit. Okay. Hello. Right, that's a trap. I'm going to heal just in case. So this guy makes you think, oh, let me chase him. But then, if you look around the corners... hang on. So, Dark Souls 1... Oops. Dark Souls 1, it's all about timing your attacks. If you attack too early, then a hollow will hit you, like mid-attack, and then you'll get caught in a combo, and then you'll die. So, we've got to wait for your attacks. Now... Excuse me. Let me see what we got going on here. Huh. Do you know, I was complaining about my brother being in Portugal. But it's actually been really hot in the UK in the past couple of weeks. And I low-key hate it. I hate being too hot. I hate being too hot. And especially my apartment, it gets like an oven in here. Because at least where I live, it's an office block that was turned into apartments afterwards. So it's like they weren't necessarily built for being residential residences. So like all the floors and stuff are like concrete, so it traps the heat like a motherfucker. And especially in summer, it gets like a fucking oven, I tell you. So at the moment, it's a little bit chillier, and I'm enjoying it. So maybe I don't want to be in Portugal right now. Maybe I'm happy just where I am. No, I'm just kidding. I'd love to go to Portugal. I've never been. Been to Spain. I've not been on holiday in years, so like abroad holiday. So I would love to at some point. It's not even time, it's money. Just don't have the money. Especially when you live on your own. And you've got to take care of all the bills by yourself. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Now. Our first Boulder Knight. First Baldur's Gate. So I think we could sneak up on you. I might just do that, actually. I can't remember if these guys can parry you or not. I feel like they can with those little nipple shields of theirs. But another great... I think it's a dex weapon. These guys can drop the Boulder Side Sword, I think it's called. And that's another... It's considered to be like one of the best weapons in the game. I've never used it, but it's there if you want it. It's got like a really low drop chance. But again, maybe if you had like 10 humanity and your item discovery was increased. Ooh, cheeky. Did that even heal you? You need to get some more golden seeds, my friend. Right. Cannot. Speak of the devil, I've got my slippers on and I'm actually getting quite hot. My tootsies are getting hot, so I'm going to take this off. Right. There we go. Ah, that's better. Oh my god, these guys are so nice. I hear the guy coming up behind me. Now these guys can definitely backstab you and it hurts. I don't think they can... Ooh, I don't think they can parry you with that shield of theirs. Dude, please just die. Oh my god. Secretly the hardest enemy in the game. Okay, I'm looking back now. I think above my head that rampart is where we fought the Taurus demon. Okay, we've got a good amount of souls too, so it's definitely worth killing all the enemies to get your soul count up. There's the bell. I think that I don't know if that one was scripted, like walking across that bridge. It felt very cinematic, but I think I've mentioned when that bell rings, it's usually another player in their world has completed that boss and they've rung the Bell of Awakening in their world. Which again, you'd assume you only get that in online mode. Now, we've actually been here. For any of you astute enough who are paying attention, we've been here because we did things a little bit differently when we started the game. We came the back route, and we came through this church. Now, yeah, you remember this, dude. Now we can deliver some sweet justice. Oh, please, buddy, that's not going to work on me. So basically, I forgot what they're called, but basically like your Cathedral Knight in Dark Souls 3. That kind of... Do you know what? It does heal them, just like really slowly. Oops, I actually pressed circle there. I don't know what was going on in my game. I don't think you can backstab these guys. That's kind of what I'm going for, but I don't think you can backstab them. I press circle again. I press circle again. I press circle. My circle button. What's going on? I pressed it like 3 times. Game. Hello? Oh my god. That would have been embarrassing. Anyway, we got one of our Firekeeper souls here, which I haven't actually used yet, which is completely ridiculous, but also expected of me. Because we could have had some stronger Estus Flask at this stage. Oh well. So obviously that dude is above me. But we want to take out the Boulder Knights first. Ah, Baldur's Gate! Well, how's that guy shoot? Oh, I thought it was like directly beneath him, but I'm not. Ah, this is bad. Hang on. No, there's another Boulder Knight up here. I cannot go up there. I cannot go up there. I'm gonna die. I'm absolutely gonna die. I've got to go for it. Hang on. Oh my god, I'm alive? That's just pure luck. I should have died. So that's how not to do that. Do you know what I thought? I thought I was further along. I thought I was beneath this guy, but he was like still shooting at me, and it kind of threw me off guard. But anyway, we're okay. We survived. We live, bitch. Now, there's another dude down there. This is our Okay. Hang on. Hold that thought. This is our depths key right there. So that's how we get to the lower Undead Burg. And then, I don't think I've ever used this. I probably have, like, if you die, I suppose you can use it as a shortcut, but otherwise it's not exactly that useful for me. So, that's quite it's quite pretty, actually. There you go. The remastered version coming into its own. So, it looks like we definitely did need those 10 Estus flasks, didn't we? So, let's go back to Firelink Shrine. Obviously, the magic has... It's not going to hit the same when we get to Firelink Shrine because we already know what's going to happen right here. Do you know, I'm just thinking, before we go to the lower Undead Burg, we'll probably do the Stray Demon first. Go back to the... Yes, definitely, definitely. Because we want the ring that's there. There's a ring back in the Undead Asylum where we started, which is extremely useful for Blight Time, which is where we're going eventually. But anyway, look, we're back home. So, do you know what? First things first. Let's get our Estus flask upgraded, please. Hang on, before I do that, I can't remember if Firekeeper souls are unique in this game. I think they are. Let me read the descriptions. No, they are not in this sense, anyway. I think the one you get from this Firekeeper is actually unique, but otherwise these are the same. Let's see what it says. Corporeal manifestation of her bonfire. Wow, I didn't know that. I forgot. A draw for the humanity which is offered to her. Her soul is gnawed by infinite humanity and can boost the power of precious Estus flasks. Used to gain humanity and restore HP at the cost of losing the Firekeeper's soul to reinforce the Estus flask. So, new players beware, and this is definitely what I did when I first played. I consumed this because I thought, ooh. I don't think I even read the item description. I just consumed it to get humanity. Never do that. Always use it to reinforce your Estus flask, because if you do that, then you have to wait till New Game Plus before you can get the same upgrade. Okay, so let's go do the boss. I'm just going to check the time because... Hang on. Yeah, it's literally almost been an hour, which is fine. What the hell are you wearing? Look disgusting. And you put some shoes on. Yeah, we'll go do the boss now because it makes sense. We'll ring the first bell of awakening. And then we'll end the video. Yes, I'd love to play more, but I don't want to have my videos be too long. I mean, my guess is that most people who watch these don't watch all the way to the end of the video anyway, so I could, in that sense, I might as well just keep going forever, huh? Or shall I just do like a 5-hour video of me playing Dark Souls? No. Ooh, I've got a mole on my shoulder. Right. Imagine if Ryan Reynolds had the exact same mole. Spooky. So I think we're safe because everyone has respawned. The only thing is that that Tower Knight doesn't respawn. Hang on. So this is the dude that I didn't want to run into when I was trapped before, because I definitely would have died. Okay. Also probably the best farming spot for the Baldur's Sword in this church. Now, before you run into this next area, so we got the Channeler over there, Channeler Bing. There are a bunch of hollows in that room with him. The problem is if you take too long, he'll buff all of them because he can do a little like dance that buffs everyone. So you eat, yeah, that's exactly what he did. So I'm gonna wait. Sometimes he doesn't do that dance straight away, and you can kind of go in there and take him out before he does it. But on this occasion, hang on, jumpy attack. He's still alive. Huh, jumpy attack. Nice. There we go. So he doesn't respawn either, which is good to know. Shit. Now these guys, when they're buffed, they can absolutely destroy you. Oh, case in point. So not only can they destroy you, they're more aggressive. They get more aggressive as well. But at the very least, we took out what's his face. I shouldn't really be wasting humanity like this, but I'm gonna not rekindle, reverse hollowing. I want to be human, and also I want to show you. Even though I'm not going to summon him, I want to show you a summon sign. I want to show you people. So, thankfully we've got the good old shortcut here, and it doesn't take long at all to get back there. And I think that the channeler doesn't respawn, like I said, so it's not going to be an issue for us. Okay. My joystick is still a little... Oops. I think I remember mentioning that my joystick was a bit stiff last time, and I did put some WD-40 on it for electronics, and it helped a little bit, but there's still some stiffness going on. Okay. So, it just goes to show people, it's still very easy to die in these games, even if you've got like a trillion hours under your belt. Ugh. Also, if you just run into enemies and forget that they exist, it's really not a good thing. I just completely forgot that he existed. Oh my god, this dude! He's so aggressive. So let's not aggro the other ones. Right, hang on. Give me a jump attack. That wasn't a jump attack, but I'll take it. Okay, this you got to be careful. Because I don't know if that's a parry. I think that's a parry move. Oh my god! What are we playing here? Dark Souls 2? I guess he can attack from behind the shield, huh? My dude, why are you so dangerous? Oh my god, you can't even break his guard? Buddy, please! Wow. Final boss right there. Okay, I apologize. So, as you can see with the buffed up zombies, they hurt. If you get caught in their little flail, you're done. Oh my god. Please. 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 I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I was gonna say don't get caught in that little flail, but apparently they don't need to be buffed to destroy you. Terrible. This isn't my finest performance, but... it happens to the best of us. We've all got to... Yeah, that's fine. We've all got to go through it at some point. Look how many there are, though. Committing some... This is tantamount to genocide right here. Okay. So you die, please. Thank you. Okay. So I think there's an item. Also, do you know what? I forgot to level up. Never do this, people. Especially if you're a new player, don't carry this many souls on you at one point. I kind of do it nowadays because I in a sadistic way, or masochistic way, I find it exciting. I like the thrill of constantly having something at stake, you know? But also, I just like to see the big number. I'm a bit basic like that. I just want to see the big old number sticking out. Also, did I get the key to this cell? I think I did. Hang on. There's an item around here. So it doesn't spawn straight away, so you've got to give it a second. Don't be fooled. Otherwise, we want to go in here. And there is a dude. There is a dude.
Then I am in luck.
Sorry, I skipped.
Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck
So I think... So this is Lautrec. I think one of the mistakes they made with this guy is letting the voice actor for Patches voice him as well. Because Patches' voice is so unique. It's like... It's like... It just feels like it doesn't fit with the character, and it feels like I'm talking to Patches in a suit of armor, so...
Thank you. Yes. Sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Him?
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
There you go. So he will go back to Firelink Shrine. There was a whole thing with him. We'll kind of discuss it more when we get back to Firelink Shrine. I'm kind of not sure how I'm going to deal with him, because he does have a quest attached to him that I kind of want to complete, but then he also gives you one of the best items in the game if you kill him. I don't know. We'll see how I feel in the next episode. We'll see what side of the bed I wake up on. Radio. So, boss. And one of the reasons I wanted to turn back into human is because I just wanted to show you this, just in case. So you remember Soler was saying, if you see my brilliant blah 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 on the floor, you must be, if you don't see it, you must be blind. And he's right, it's right here, look, glowing. So this is one of the many places in the game where you can summon Soler. So he remains your buddy throughout the entire game. And it's a pretty useful summon as well if you're struggling with this boss. I don't tend to summon... These days... Do you know what? These days, I don't tend to summon NPCs. But... if I see a player that's left their sign outside of a boss room these days, I'll summon them in. It's just a bit of fun. Because I've played the game so much on my own now. Here we go. I played the game so much on my own. It's like I'm good with having a little bit of... jolly cooperation these days. I don't care about if it makes the boss easier or not. I just want to have some fun. So, Belfry Gargoyles. Thankfully, a relatively easy fight, especially with this big old weapon that we've got. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to miss, and I want to try and get the tail. Oopsies. Oh my god. They almost knocked me off. They almost knocked me off. So the reason I'm being a little bit frisky here is because I want to get the tail. I think that was a tail hit. Hang on. That's not a tail hit. Hang on. Ah, gotcha. So, basically in this game, any boss that has a tail, especially dragon-type enemies, even though these aren't dragons. Hang on. Oopsies. Oh my god, I might die. I should be dead. I should be dead. I should be dead! I'm alive. I live, bitch. So because I was getting so frisky with the tail, we've actually made things more difficult. But, hang on. Ooh. I was expecting that to work. Hang on. That's a big whiff. That's a problem. So the problem is, of course, you're fighting two at once now. As soon as the first gargoyle gets to half health, the second one spawns, and then their main attack is fire. So again, this is another concept that they've used throughout the Soulsborne series. So you think of like Elden Ring, where you're fighting the two gargoyles. Oh shit, that was a clutch jump from them. Hang on. Alright, you're dead. Right, we're okay now. We're okay. They're alive? How is this one alive? How are you alive? How is it alive? Oh my god. Hang on, people. It's right behind me. I've got to use humanity, otherwise I die. Wow. They're giving me so much trouble. I feel like such a noob. Oh my god, please. Right, now it's super easy because this guy is like not even a problem. I was saying in Elden Ring, you fight the twin gargoyles, and one of them spits. Well, it's not fire, but they spit poison at you, and the other one is more aggressive physically. Wow, that was an ordeal. I had to actually concentrate for a second. Okay. And I was going to say in Dark Souls 3, when you fight the twin demons as well in the DLC, it's a similar mechanic. So you got one that's very aggressive, and the other one that's using ranged attacks from a distance. Well, there we go. Again, don't do what I do, and don't go into boss battles with your souls, with this many souls, especially if you're a new player. I'm a bad example. But anyway, look, now that we're actually at the bell tower, we can see Sen's Fortress right there. So that's the church where Andre's in. And over there, even though it's not, you can't see it, but above my head is where there's actually a big giant there. And it's the giant that opens the main gate to Sen's Fortress, which is eventually how we get up to Anor Londo. So you can kind of see that black. It's not a cave. I don't think it's rendered properly, but originally that was the way up to Anor Londo, which is up there. Wow. So cool that there's the Duke's Archives. Okay, enough fooling around. Let's get a cutscene. So now we're making our bell ring for someone in their game. There you go. It's the little things. There's Sen's Fortress off in the distance. Okay. So we need to go back to Firelink Shrine. I'm not going to do that just yet, but there is an NPC that appears down here that that it's worth talking to. So as if by magic, this guy that's in basically like a gimp, like leather gimp outfit, just appears out of nowhere.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Karim, the pub. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
So, actually, I say gimp. He actually looks like he's wearing Sephiroth's clothes, doesn't he? I was going to say, this dude has one of my favourite laughs in all of Soulsborne history. You'll see at the end. But also on a basic level, he is. I think that was the. Hang on, no, skip that. I think that's the giant dad. Thingamajiggy gesture. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in a gesture now. Give me. Yeah, just put it here. Switch. Yeah, that's Giant Dad right there. There we go. Giant Ryan. Sorry, I was getting sidetracked. He lets you if you've wronged an NPC, like basically in any Soulsborne game, if you've wronged an NPC, you can request absolution, and they will become friendly with you again. So thankfully not usually a mechanic I engage with in these games, but it's good to have, because sometimes if you're a fool you might attack an NPC by accident. So that's the way to wrong your rights. Indictment, so this is basically if you're joining the Dark Moon Covenant. I think that's for Dark Moon Covenant. For some reason you can buy infinite, but you only need one. I'll just buy one, because why not? Book of the Guilty. Again, that's to do with the Dark Moon Covenant, I believe. Purging stones are good, except they're quite expensive. There's also some rings here that, again, aren't really going to be useful for us, but it's good to know that they exist. So, like, even though I bought stuff like the dried fingers, I'm not going to be paying 15,000 souls for those. So, let's listen to his laugh that I mentioned.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
I love it because it's so out of character. He's like, it's only human to sin. It's like you don't expect it, and it's out of nowhere. I love it. It's like they probably said to him when he was in the acting booth, like, just think of, like, deliver your line and then come up with, like, the craziest laugh that you can think of. And he was just like that. He was like, okay, they want crazy, I'll give them crazy. Here we go. So if this is Dark Souls 2, all these motherfuckers would be coming to life as well. But thankfully we're not playing that horrendous game. Like I said, down there is Andre. We've already been there. I'm just trying to think before I end this video if I want to go down there in the next episode. I'm just trying to think if there's a reason for me to go down there. There is an NPC that I didn't talk to. Do you know what? Yes, we do need to go down there because we need to talk to Andre. Do you know what, people? Let's do that now. In the next episode, we'll go back to Firelink Shrine, but for now, I think I want to go talk to Andre, and I want to talk to, is it Siegmeyer in this game? I always forget. I think it's Siegvard. Siegvard of Kakarina. So, of course, he's the Honor Knight, and he talks like this. I've got myself in a bit of a pickle. Oopsies, that was dumb. Let me use the pews as a barricade. There we go. Ah. Oh, I'm out of Vestus. Shit. Also, I didn't even need to go that way. What am I doing? Well, now I'm in a pickle. Do you know what? This isn't worth it. Here we go. Also, I just got a shiver down my spine. I thought for a second that I have to be at a I have to be back at Firelink to level up my character. I thought we were in Dark Souls 3 for a second, but no. We can level up at any single bonfire that we desire. Those guys are still following me, so I'm just going to rest. So let's do that now. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. So... dexterity, I think eventually we'll bump that up to use a bow, but for now I'm just going to focus on my key stats, which are of course going to be Vit, Endurance and Strength. I'm not going to be using Pyromancy, otherwise I'd get that up to level 10. Otherwise, yes, I'm happy with this. Don't want to spend all my souls because we'll need some to level up with Andre. Which reminds me, oopsies. Which reminds me, let's use our souls here. So for anyone else who's seen my other playthroughs, you'll know that I don't really like to hold on to soul items for very long. I just like to munch them. Like, if I use them, I use them. If I don't, if I use them, or if I lose them, it's all the same to me. I knew there was a rhyme in there somewhere that I was looking for. So I apologize. This part of the video is very much like it's like the in-between. It's like the transitional phase where it's not exactly exciting, but it's stuff that we have to do if we're going to do 100% playthrough, you know? So let's talk to Sigvard. So again, this guy is very much based on Brior from, I think it's Brior from fucking Demon Souls. The same voice actor, I think.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina.
Siegmeyer, I got it wrong.
I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, In quite a pickle.
Quite a
weighing my
pickle.
options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed.
So, probably alongside Solaire, the most iconic Soulsborne character to have ever existed. Like an absolute joy of a character. Also, we've got 4K souls. Let's see what I can do with Andre. Oh, do you know what could be a good end to the video? Taking that demon, Titanite demon.
Again, you seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
So I think his dialogue changes after you ring the first bell, and he actually mentions Sigmar.
This is the old church. It was abandoned in favor of the church that you passed through. There are paths leading from here to two forbidden plains, Sen's Fortress and the Darkroot Garden. They attract all sorts of lunatics, no one as cultured as yourself. It's fine to be undead, but keep a level head, eh? Sen's Fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap. But they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Seranian.
There you go. So he mentions a little bit of lore about Sen's Fortress, but he also mentions Sigmar, which is cool. I think that's it. Oh, there's more.
Although I've heard rumors of a divine blacksmith who resides there. Those who get stumped in the catacombs seek him for divine weapons.
Ah, so a little hint there about divine weapons killing skeletons instantly.
I know little.
There we go. I've always got time for Andre. That's why I wanted to listen to his exposition. So while we're here, is there anything else I needed to buy from you, my dear friend? Yes, there is, but I do not have the souls to indulge in that right now. I might do after I take out the Titanite demon. Hang on. Otherwise, we want to reinforce... Oh, I forgot you can reinforce armor in this game, but we won't be doing that until we actually get the armor set that we want to settle on for the rest of the game. We are reinforcing Zweihander. Please? Can I do it? I can. I can, and I shall. So we can only get it to +2 for now, which is plenty. And then I've got 2k left.
Don't get yourself neither of.
Now we can go and take on the Titanite demon. Okay, so I was sat in a weird position then as I was doing all of that. So let me switch up. So this guy, you got to be careful. There is a trick. There's kind of a trick to dealing with this guy. Not like this. Well, kind of. It is to stay on his left or stay to the right of him. Also, that jump attack, it actually has two hitboxes. Like, it hits once, and then it kind of lingers afterwards, so... And you see how much damage this enemy does. I didn't mean to use that shit! I thought I was on Estus. I'm gonna be a bit greedy. Yeah, I felt the stagger coming. Okay. So these guys are actually probably like... There you go, there's the second hit that I was talking about, that lingers. Probably like one of the strongest enemies in the game. And I heard a rumor one day that these guys scale depending on how many of them you've killed, but I'm not sure if that's true. This rubble on the floor is really not helping me. So yeah, kind of stay to his left. I went for the kill there, but that's fine. 2,000 souls, which means I can buy those 2 key items that I wanted as well, which is good.
Well,
Again, it's kind of a waste, but at the same time, it's stuff that we'll need eventually anyway. Oopsies. There we go. Now we can upgrade our own shit at bonfires. And on that note, people, I think we'll leave it there. Next episode, what we're going to do, we need to go back to Firelink Shrine, because Lautrec is there and shit. Oh, and there's going to be some, like, new NPC dialogue. Kind of unfortunate that we have to do that, at the beginning of an episode, because it's a little bit boring, but it's got to be done. That's Dark Souls. And then after that, we're going to go to the Undead Asylum and then make our way down into the lower Undead Burg as well. So, there's still quite a bit to do. Quite a bit to look forward to. Either way, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.